2 months, Kappa Kappa. All right, so we're going to have our next game coming up in just a moment. TaToH versus Salam. Oh, yeah. And this is going to be a good one. Once again, we're going to have casters Milmano and Killer B. And I think if Milmano is not eating sausage right now, he should be ready to cast this game.
I'm good.
You're good. All right,
Yeah.
great. So let's go ahead and launch this game in 3, 2, 1, go. And for those on the stream, I'll let you guys take it away.
Great. Yeah, this is Killer B. I'm joined today by Milmano. Say hi to the people, Milmano.
Hello.
There he is. We're going to see a game here between Slam and TaToH. This is not an elimination game. This is a seeding match, if I am correct. And that means that both players will move on, but the winner will have a higher seed in the tournament, which will follow tomorrow if you're watching this live. So look forward to these guys going at it here for a little bit better position in that tournament and see who can get the advantage. I'm going to start off by talking about Slam, and then I'll throw it to Milmano, who's looking at TaToH's map. The map here, I do believe, is Gold Rush. Tons and tons and tons of gold in the middle and a whole bunch of wolves as well. Red player will have a bit of gold on his side, as you normally do in this map, but you are incentivized to go toward the middle. Interesting line of front berries for Slam. Lots of weird, he's got some kind of puny wood lines near him. It's not a great map. It's not easy for him to work with. One thing worth noting, though, this pond near his TC, he can take those shorefish pretty quickly. But yeah, Slam here is going to have to probably get a little aggressive, I would think. He's really open. What are you seeing on the other side of the map, Mr. Milmano?
Like the opposite, I think. TaToH's actually got a really nice map. The gold at the back, stones at the back. It is maybe a little bit back, but you can wall up that left-hand side so easy. It's kind of crazy. The right-hand side's easy to wall. The front's easy to wall. He's basically got a tiny little base for himself. Great. Yeah, it's great.
It is a really great spot.
Yeah, it's a really good spot, actually. In all seriousness, it's actually a damn good spot. But anyway, so really interesting set, though, Vikings. I mean, I don't even know where to go with this one. I know where we're going with this one. Do you remember Killer B when we watched Vikings? Do you remember that one game?
Oh, I always do. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. Are you being sarcastic?
You want to see berserks, don't you? That is your favorite unit.
I just want to see them just going ham on it. I don't know if we'll actually see it, but I hope so. I mean, it's got some good characteristics for this game in terms of the hill positions and everything. Trying to get the access to the gold in the middle, so you want those castles up. So we could be seeing it, that's for sure. What's also great are those wolves. Now, anyone who does not know, quite a lot of people do not know, but I imagine someone like SMB is probably watching, could probably link a video. I hate wolves, I hate jaguars, I have a bad experience of them. Not on particularly this map, but on Jaguar Den, but it's similar characteristics of lots of wolves. So I really hope to see a wolf train just for the lols of it. Just send a spearman in, pick them all up, and just send them into your enemy base, just to cause a problem. Even though it might not kill any villagers, it's funny.
Notably, both guys going with 4 vills on wood. Both players potentially thinking about drushing. Vikings do have a bonus as they move through the ages. Their militia get more HP. At the moment, we are seeing 4 on wood for both guys, so potentially drush is coming in. TaToH has had to loom up because his boars were so far away from his TC. So that would put his economy just a little bit behind his opponent for now. But the blue player can wall himself in, and if he wants to drush, he can. He will have the wood to do it, but we'll keep an eye on that. I like the idea of drushing from Slam's position, but I think once he scouts, he's going to change his mind. If he gets forward and sees TaToH's area, I think he's going to change his mind. Don't you, Milmano?
Yeah, I can see why, but I love that mill, though, from Slam. Just perfect. that shorefish. It's just great. I love it. I love the
Is it because your name is Milmano that you get excited about mills? Like, is that part of it?
No, not really. But that I actually didn't think. That's never crossed my mind until now. So now that you mentioned it, everyone's just gonna start mentioning it. So at least that takes off the real focus of it, which is Milmar noob. So we're good. Keep saying it. Keep saying it for the mills. All right. So where are we? So Dark Age is still going.
Slam is just now scouting forward. He hasn't found TaToH yet. He needs to find him sooner rather than later before he commits to building a barracks. Okay, never mind. Slam is already committed to building that barracks, but hopefully he doesn't commit to building too many militia, because I think his opponent TaToH here is going to be able to wall up completely very, very shortly. TaToH is forward scouting as well. He's going to almost find that barracks. Let's see. Not quite, but he will continue to roam around the map, find Slam's resources here, and probably figure out that his opponent is drushing. I would hope.
Yeah, I would hope. I would hope that as well. That would be really good to know. Yes, what is the plan from TaToH? Like, in all honesty, like, what is his plan? I don't see his barracks up from him. I assume he's probably going to go maybe for archers or something, or a straight up FC. I mean, it looks like he could be going for it just because of the fact that he's got those walls up on the right hand side, not close to his lumber line, but actually went further out of that villager to actually seal it off to give him some more room. So I actually really like that from him. It is still a bit vulnerable though to a tower. I'll give it that, and maybe some crossbows later on, but that's just when I'm talking much later. So we'll see how it happens there. But I don't know. I think he's going, okay, double lumber camp. TaToH's on 21 bills. Oh, I don't know. This is actually hard for me to tell right now what the exact plan is. 22 bills. Yeah, this looks to me like he's going to go for an FC build, but this is tough to call. I think he is. I'm going to shut up now. I don't actually know.
I would say a bit of an interesting thing on the other side of the map for Slam is that he's going to send his drush out. He's going to palisade himself in, protect his base. He's going to make the best of a drush that probably won't get anything done, but at least keep his opponent busy for a while. Blue player TaToH able to finish up the walls, even though Slam's scout was standing right next to that villager. He just couldn't quite stand on the right panel of the map to stop TaToH from walling in the front section. Blue player will also have the pond walled in, and he is racing to the back corner of his map to wall the entire map in before Slam's drush arrives.
Yeah, that was actually a really smart walling method there by TaToH, who's trying to wall it in, and the scouts took over it, like you said, and then just thought, well, why bother fighting? Just put the wall behind the scout, because the trees there also blocking it. So again, smart. If he really is conscious, he might just chop the tree down, or actually we'll just delete the palisade and build the barracks there now. So it's good. 24 pop he is going to go up on. That's something you don't normally see. I don't normally see that as a build, but we'll see what he comes out from me. He's got 2 going on to farms right now. No one's on gold. This has really got me at a point where I don't know what he's really planning. I guess he could be going scouts. I mean, that's an option, but then again, Slam will be probably walled by this point, fully in.
That's the thing with TaToH that I've always felt, that he is just one of these players that it's so hard to figure out what he's doing sometimes. He's very surprising to, at least to me, and we'll see if he can surprise Slam with a couple vills coming forward to the back corner of the map. I was imagining there will drop a building here, and it's going to be an archery range. So a couple of vills building an archery range, and TaToH is so sneaky that he's going to build that range way off to the left. So at least for now, Slam will not know what his opponent's up to. TaToH will add in a spearman as well to keep that drush busy, but it's going to be a double range build here for Vikings. Not a terribly surprising thing to do with the Vikings, but he's not on gold yet.
So it looks like it's going to go for probably going to be skirmishes with this. I mean, you can make one archer with it and make a few skirms and go out. But then this is what's really troubling me. If you're going to go make skirmishes and everything, then you've got to kind of hope that Slam will be open to do some raiding, because they don't do well against walls. They don't take them down very quickly.
Ooh, Milmano, look in the middle of the map. Oh my God, Milmano's wet dream is happening in front of us. 8, 9 wolves chasing a spearman towards Slam, but no, Slam is walled though. These aren't going to get in, are they?
Oh, I can only but dream, my friend.
Oh my God.
Remember, Killer B, you have to remember the most important thing here. Oh, wait. Oh, Slam, you're such a clever boy. He's moved the villagers onto the berries, which got more food on, so it still keeps the wall up. Oh, that is so clever. So yeah, this spearman, unless there's always a hole in the wall, which unfortunately there isn't, and this is the most wasted spearman. This poor soul has gone out to pick up 9 wolves, and he's going to meet his end, unfortunately.
Can I just say, though, I love you, TaToH. You marry me. Oh, my God. That was just, I love that play. So much fun, so entertaining. But yeah, to your point, just in case Zero didn't point to it, these berry patches are all on very low amount of berries left. And if Slam had finished chewing up one of those berry bushes, there would have been a hole in this wall. That's what Milmano was talking about.
genius.
Go ahead, buddy.
Just
Yeah, go.
genius. But maybe if we're gonna get the sort of game starts to take up some speed, maybe this could be all part of his bigger plan. Like, so maybe if Slam wants to expand on the left, it's gonna, because Slam will probably forget about these wolves, and then boom, there is about 9 wolves killing a couple of villagers. So you gotta only hope and pray.
TaToH preparing for the very much later part of the game, I think, with that wolf move. At the moment, the blue player has added in a couple of skirmishers. Those skirmishers are turned inward. He's releasing them from the range into his own base. So he's not going to try to go raid. He's just going to wall up here, continue to boom. Blacksmith coming, couple panels of stone wall as well for TaToH. At the moment, he is on 350 food, 63 gold. But Slam has already clicked up. Wow, Slam snuck past me here. I didn't see him click up to the Castle Age.
That cheeky bugger.
Yeah.
Slam 2 rangers, always... you'll go. It's going to go 2 rangers, crossbows, try and put some pressure onto TaToH here. And this is actually good because TaToH's going to be cramped inside his base and will be struggling to a degree to get out because, as far as I'm aware, he's making skirmishes and they're quite a heavy food, or heavy on food and wood, generally speaking, in comparison to just going for wood and gold for archers. So lots of farms being created here by TaToH. He does have to, again, of course, Vikings with the free wheelbarrows, so that big economy boost kicking in immediately should allow him to get a reasonable click up time. He's not far from it. He's on 500 food already. So I expect when Slam, probably about a minute into the castle age, maybe about the 17, 18-minute mark, I would expect maybe TaToH to think about clicking up. I'm probably being quite generous there, but
I'm wondering what you think about adding in a stable at this point if you're Slam. Viking's not necessarily the scariest cavalry civ, but he's scouted out and he's found quite a few skirmishers from his opponent. It looks like for now he's going to come forward with archers. He's going to continue to use his drush and his scout. He here being Slam to push and try to take over the center. But I just wonder if there's going to be a stable here at some point. We'll see how deep TaToH goes into skirmishers.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to make a stable because it's 175 wood that he doesn't really want to spend. Just got the crossbows. The crossbows are going to have the plus, well, hopefully, I assume anyway, soon to have the bodkin arrow kicking in soon. So they can easily match up to just basic skirmishes, which haven't even got fletching. So it's just, to me, it'll be a waste just for a couple of skirmishes that he knows that in the end.
Yeah, in addition,
much.
It's a very good point. And in addition, well, TaToH is still building skirms 2x2, but for a moment there, TaToH did idle his ranges to go up to castle. So we'll see just how many of those skirmishers he decides to build. Slam is forward with some units. He's taken over a bit of map control with those crossbows, but for now, he's not going to be able to get into TaToH's base. So TaToH up a little bit later, but who do you give the advantage to at this point in the game, Milmano?
TaToH. No, not TaToH, sorry, Slam. Slam. He's got the map control at this point. Again, being up early to castle stage means he's got the hand cut earlier, so big economical advantage there for what will be, even though it'll be a shorter while, but still quite big in my opinion. And of course, that most important thing I've already mentioned, that map control. So really key there. He should hopefully get to use it as well. Maybe get some economy going. Definitely control that middle ground or go aggressive, and I think he's going to try and do that. Forward villager coming down onto that hill and putting down a siege workshop. This is actually what I really like because again, it adds to that pressure onto TaToH. It helps sustain and keep control of the map, especially for that main goal in the middle. So if he can keep TaToH back in his own base, he's just going to starve him out of resources, particularly the gold. So yeah,
Slam for the moment is denied from that, potentially denied from that siege workshop. There's a lot of skirmishers here, but they are still so annoyed by the drush of Slam. That drush turned out to be incredibly useful. And the siege workshop will go up. Crossbows on top of the hill should be safe once we see a mangonel pop out of that siege workshop. The drush is slowly getting cleaned up, but man, he's gotten a lot of legs out of his drush so far. TaToH has sent 2 villagers over to Stone. I don't know what his plan is in the long run, but he is towering up inside of his base at the moment. Slam on the other side of the map did send a villager forward. She has so far just dropped a siege workshop, but she's still forward for the moment. So we'll keep an eye on what she does next. In the meantime, the scout from Slam doing a ton of damage to TaToH's now elite skirmishers.
Yeah, this drush has actually done a really good job because when that siege workshop was getting created, I think TaToH could definitely mount some sort of challenge, but the drush being there disrupted the skirmishes in general, And with that, just managed to zone them away. So that just kept the villager nice and safe for that siege watch to go up. And even then, it's got picked off now by the scout. And of course, there's crossbows. So really well played by Slam by just not throwing away the drush or the militia at this point. It's not really a drush anymore, is it? But the militia doesn't just bother just throwing them away. Still manages to use them really effectively. So I actually do like that from Slam. It was really well played.
Both players adding in a second TC, TaToH adding in a defensive siege workshop to be able to defend against the aggression here from Slam. TaToH will also secondary wall here, so his houses on the front, or on the right side rather, will go down rather quickly, but he's going to build a secondary bit of stone wall to keep himself safe a bit longer. But if you're TaToH, what is the plan right now? Because elite skirmishers really don't have a whole lot to say to Slam's army composition at the moment. Those mangonels are just so scary.
Wow.
What is he looking to do here, Momano?
He's got a siege workshop, so he's going to get that mangonel out as defensive, of course, just to get them, just try and counteract that. You know, mangonel will do its purpose, I think, against the crossbows, and of course, more importantly, that mangonel from Slam. He's going to build a gate up and some walls further behind just to keep the economy safe, which is good to see.
TC coming down from Slam in the middle of the map.
Yeah, that's key.
Looks like he will be the first player to try to take possession of that central gold, which is just so important. Your gold at home on this map does not last you very long. Both players probably with less than 1k gold inside of their base at the moment. Slam expanding out is looking like he's in a very good position right now.
Yeah, I think Slam's in a very good position. For TaToH, the clock is on. The clock is now ticking for him because the longer that he stays inside his base, basically that equates to him losing the game because he will not be able to get to that extra gold in particular, and Slam will be able to just further solidify his position in the middle. So he's got to do something. I actually quite like this. He's got the skirmishes already out and about, just trying to harass these crossbows, trying to force them away, keep it on the other side at Slam's base rather than TaToH's. At his own base.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
No, we saw it.
Thought we were going to see a big shot. Oh,
we did.
Boy. Oh, there it is. I'm a second behind you. Oh, baby.
That was a nice shot. I mean, that was like good amount of blood. People will be happy. The people will be happy. God,
Are you not entertained?
I was about to say that. Oh, that's a good shot by TaToH. Ooh, nice. Okay. Anyway,
I think I was a second behind you. Sorry about that.
No. I think I'm on 25-11. That helps.
Okay, 25-11. Okay, then I think I'm actually a little bit ahead of you. I'm at 25.
Yeah, you were
4.
Yeah. I'll throw. That's fine. It's me.
All right.
It's fine.
All right, let's get back in sync. I'm at 2604 now, and what I'm seeing is TaToH holding the hill with some skirms. Had a nice mangonel shot onto Slam. Killed probably 5 crossbows, but damaged several more. So the red player here with taking a little damage, but he's going to be coming in just in time to snipe a villager who's trying to drop a siege workshop. That one Vil was trying to drop a siege workshop on the front so that TaToH could keep pace with the mangonel and archer unit war. And we will see knights now coming from Slam out of 2 stables. And he is absolutely going to dice this army to shreds, even just with a couple of knights.
Yeah, that's a good time to put that stable out and get those knights going. Just great counter just to both the mangonel and the skirmishes. So that's
these skirmishers in an absolute labyrinth of death right now. Knights on one side, mangonels on the other, just totally getting eaten up and chewed up for free. It looked like TaToH was dropping something on top of that hill, maybe a siege workshop, but for now, he's just got a villager hanging out in the middle, waiting to die, saying her final prayers before she goes down. And it's looking like a really, really tough game for TaToH, who's gone to 3 TCs back at home. He's got a couple defensive mangonels. He's building archery ranges inside his base, but his gold is dwindling as we speak. He's got just about 1.2k gold back at home.
It's a little bit gold just north of those archery ranges for TaToH, so he could go to that, but that's only going to give him about 2.4k gold. So, and I guess he could then use the market, but then we're really starting to get down to that route where it's kind of like if you're having to use the market to keep yourself afloat and your enemy's got the entire gold rush map, then there's a problem. There's a big problem. But it's just like Slam now starting to go to the stone. Looks like he wants to start thinking about getting some castles down. He's got actually got 2 mining camps for stone. Oof. adventurous he is, but he will be able to get a castle swiftly up, I imagine, and get just complete utter lockdown on that middle ground. Or you could just try and go even more aggressive with the castle and place it quite forward on top of those two ranges. That would be a great spot. So we'll see what he does with that.
If you had to brainstorm a way for TaToH to get out of this little heart-shaped box that he's trapped in at the moment, what are you thinking right now? I mean, you've got mangonels bearing down on you. You've got some knights with +1 defense. You've got mostly skirmishers, but you've got a couple of crossbows mixed in and a couple mangoes. Is there much recourse here other than just hope to take a really good fight?
Yeah, you're kind of looking for a prayer. What you really need is actually right now is for Slam to be caught napping. And what I mean by that is that he's just going to not notice these mangonels being lost to TaToH's zone. Then he's got a good shot. Oh, look at Slam.
Oh, Slam. Yeah, go ahead.
Just, if you see it as well, the outpost, it's just great. Gives him that vision that he needs.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that outpost line of sight, for those of you guys who aren't used to seeing outposts dropped on the front, allows you to see mangonels coming in sooner, and it really decreases the chance of your opponent sneaking up and sniping a mangonel. So a really, really clever play there from Slam to drop the outpost. Slam is on 635 stone, plenty of gold in the bank, thinking about a castle. TaToH at the moment is really strapped for resources. I don't know how deep he's using or how much he's been using his market. Does he have a market down? Yes, he does. But a couple of idle vills in the back of TaToH's eco as well. And I think he's just all in right now, just trying to keep himself afloat while his opponent really continues to take over the middle of the map. And we will see Slam drop a castle right smack dab in the middle of all that gold.
Oh, yes. The first of many, I hope. The first of many. But he's actually clicked up to the Imperial Age as well for Slam. And TaToH, is he actually anywhere near? Oh, TaToH's up ahead. Wow. I did not see that one coming, but he's actually up ahead.
Yeah.
His population is relatively solid, 102 and Slam on 115. However, though, there is that big question of Slam having the castle in the middle of the gold rush map and having all the gold. So there is still that clock as effect. He does have that small pile of gold, so there is still hope for... Oh, actually, for TaToH, just a quick thing to note. It's like there's 4 crossbows there from Slam on the far right. Just having a little poke around. See what's
absolutely.
new.
Yeah, a couple crossbows in the south near TaToH's base, just trying to see if they can idle some vills, maybe even pick one off. Milmano, how does Slam finish this game? He's out ahead. He controls the center of the map. What unit choice is he going to go with here to try to finish his opponent off?
I think onagers would be helpful here in this occasion. Just a large mass body of at least skirmisher and crossbow coming from TaToH. So that's firstly to see. Again, when you see from Vikings, siege rams is an option, but especially when you want to contain this high ground in particular for Slam, because he knows he's got most of the gold access. The only one that's probably rogue is the one he's got his military units on. So I really love these outposts he's putting as well, just to give him that extra vision to know where, if TaToH wants to plan something. So it's really good game sense from Slam, just able to recognize where his weak points are on his map control, and he's just making sure that he's got everything covered. So we'll see what he does. I imagine it's going to be Arbalest and Onager coming in from Slam. That's what I think he's going to do.
Another thing to note here is that the clock is absolutely ticking for TaToH. He's got an army. He still has a gold economy, but he's down to 140 gold inside of his base. He's sending some villagers forward. We'll keep an eye on the blue player. He needs to. Yeah, he's going to build a mining camp up near his couple of archery ranges to keep his gold eco going. So TaToH can hang on here. He can continue to fight this game. He isn't totally without gold. But Slam in a really nice position, controlling the center of the map at the moment. TaToH circling his entire army. He has gone to Arbalest, and he's headed towards Slam's back wood line. So he's going to grab a couple villagers in the back of the economy here from Slam.
Let's see. He does. I'm just trying to look for what Slam's actually researched, because he's got the bracer. Got Arbalest. Okay, he's getting Arbalest now. I was just really curious, wondering what he's trying to research. Because I thought he was going to put Onager, but he's actually just getting the battery rams out now. He's going to go rams himself. I think he will go for Onager, but he's going for rams first because again, it's a much cheaper option to go with initially. And again, I think especially knows that TaToH's also up, that he's probably going to expect to push. He needs to get some siege out of his own. Oh, bit of a fight though. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, Slam taking an uphill fight, trying to sneak his onagers, or rather his mangonels here into position. He's going to get a shot. It's going to land mostly in the middle of that group, but we will see if he can climb this hill. Second shot coming in will lay down quite a few skirmishers, and Slam will clean up TaToH's army completely in the back of this eco. Just to let you know, Milmano, I'm at 36-24.
Yeah, I'm bang on as well.
Perfect. Yeah, so capped ram coming from the red player. Those knights are chewing up a couple more elite skirms from TaToH nearer to the center of the map. So those knights will roll through TaToH's skirmisher army. Slam expanding his gold eco. He's taking gold from almost every single pile there in the center of the map. TaToH's got some units garrisoned inside of his siege workshops here. He's got some rams. He's probably ready to make one more big push. But if it doesn't work for him on this push, I just don't see any way for him to win.
Unfortunately, that fight on the right-hand side was really costly for him because he's at this stage where he can't throw away. Well, let's say throw away, but he can't, lose a fight like that because there's a large chunk of his army gone, and that's gonna cost him to replace and build up again. Whereas for Slam, it's happy days. I've got a pretty decent amount of resources for me to play with in terms of to mine and so on. So. Looking good. What? Oh, TaToH is gonna go for a raid.
He's headed toward the wolves here. Let's see if these wolves can get back in the action. Wolves on one side of his army. He's not going to aggro those, but there are a couple of knights on the way, and a couple of elite skirms from the red player. So Slam here is equipped to deal with this army, I think, but we'll see this fight go down in real time. Take it over, Milmano.
Oh, it's going to be a dummy. This could be a dummy, though. This is a dummy move. He's going to send a skirmish, just drag away the entire army, and boom! He's going to come. He's a little bit late, though, in sending this out, but, if he sent the Rams out about 10 seconds earlier, this could have been incredible, but there we go. Bill Gates coming out right now, and there's the gate being put down. To try and block this, but that so nearly could have worked if he just they were gonna get trapped. Oh no.
It's a really nice play there from TaToH. Get his opponent to look one way and go the other. The old Kansas City shuffle. Those Rams, though, at the moment are not going to hit Pater just yet. Looks like the red player will have mostly arbs and skirmishers here. I think his knights might have died in that previous engagement. No knights around. They would do really well against the Rams, but there's some berserks, Milmano, starting to come out.
Oh, hello. Yeah, they're good. I mean, one's attacking the mining camp. That's the wrong target, Catram.
Yeah, what is going on there?
It's just he just thought, I can't get to the castle. Stuff it. I'll take the mining camp out instead. I'll get something done. That failed, unfortunately, and I feel really sorry for TaToH. This is pretty much GG, I think, because now he's just lost his entire push.
Yeah, berserks here on the way out will really help clean up these Rams. Looks like Slam will bring in a couple mangonels, or a mangonel for the moment, and he will just rush down these Rams from TaToH. I think it was a really nice idea from TaToH. He wanted to make one last somewhat desperate push, kind of an all-in sort of push. It did not work. He's going to try to drop a castle on the back of that push while Slam is still busy cleaning up these Rams. That castle looks like it will go up. So at least for the moment, TaToH is still breathing a little life in this game.
Yeah. At least he's got, I guess you could say he got something out of it, because he could probably starting to access that gold, just a small slither it on the right, because it isn't within the castle range of either of them in terms of where it is. Just the bottom half. I think the top half is a little bit more exposed. But now, we've got something to play for. It's like Slam's got to do something about it. I expect trebuchets. Okay, he's making a berserk. I was expecting trebuchets, but
the castle from Slam to the right will probably stop TaToH from taking most of that gold pile that he's just won. So kind of a really great bit of forethought from Slam there, taking over that hill, and he's within range of the gold.
I'll be honest, I didn't actually think that would actually be in range. Honestly, I didn't think that castle would be in range of the gold. But it looks like it actually is. I'm not too sure if it's in range because the TC tile on the far right's in view. But it looks like it's in full range. I think just the way the hill works from the visual perspective. I think I just got it misread. But anyway, really good play there from Slam on that castle. But we'll see though, push isn't stopping them. This castle's actually going to go down if he's not too careful. Oh
yeah, it actually is looking like it's in pretty desperate straits. That castle at the moment around 1,000 HP. Ram still coming in. Slam able to deny those Rams though with the berserks. and he is going to push TaToH away for the moment. Treb's coming out for TaToH at the bottom of the hill, going to keep some pressure on, but it's time for Slam to go tit for tat here. He's going to send in his own rams toward TaToH's castle. I wondered if he might get those rams in to grab this Treb in time, but it doesn't look like he'll be able to do that.
Doesn't look like it's going to be able to do that. And now we're going to probably start seeing that high ground start to come in and kick in for the Slam, those trebuchets. Just because a little bit of extra damage being thrown out there, so that's really nice for him. This is now on the defensive front for poor old TaToH here. He's going to have to try and repair the castle, but I think he's only got one villager, and that's not going to cut it. Oh my god, she just got laid out at the end of it.
And there you have it. TaToH will give the GG. And in my opinion, that was one heck of a game, because we wanted to see TaToH lure these wolves in, and he did it. We wanted to see some berserks made, and we saw it. Slam playing a really clean game. TaToH had the better early game map, at least in my opinion and Milmano's opinion, but he was never able to expand out of that initial area. And because of that, he wasn't able to control any of the gold in the center. And Slam just kind of took over, slowly creeped that whole area down. And Slam will get the win. Really clean, really nice game from Slam. What are your last thoughts on this one, Milmano?
I think I'm just a bit, if I'm honest, I'm a bit confused. Because I didn't understand TaToH's plan as such. He went 24 pop-up skirms. Now, I'm that great a tool of a player, but I don't, as far as I'm aware about the meta, I don't really see where Vikings going skirms on Gold Rush in particular can play in. I guess he was just probably banking on the fact that Slam had a fairly-ish open map for Gold Rush and was trying to play that card, but unfortunately it didn't work out. And then if you're going skirms like that and the other guy Josh FC's on Gold Rush, and unfortunately TaToH was just put, as I said, in that small corner, was never able to get out of, and then lost total map control, and then it's Gold Rush, man. How do you win a game where you don't have the access to the middle or can contend for it?
Yeah, well, I'm a little go ahead.
Sorry, obviously I'm back. But,
hey,
hi,
hey man. I wanted to just continue on your thought about the skirms, because TaToH made the skirms, right? And I guess, he was banking on there being an opening in Slam's wall or something, or, Slam hasn't been able to wall it up in time or hasn't walled at all. But even then, skirms aren't exactly the best raiding unit. They're still not going to go and kill Vills. So, TaToH could have probably just gotten away with going straight into an FC, like just straight up, because he was able to wall it so easily, and he completely negated Slam's drush. I think as well, he built his third town center in the back of his base, which might have also made it more difficult for him to get out towards the middle, because I think at that point, Slam hadn't got anywhere near enough stone for a castle by the time TaToH was building his third TC.
Yeah, I think you're actually right. I didn't really touch on that. That's actually a really good point. Because I think with the first game we casted, I believe I was touching on about the Big Warriors thing. It's good for him to push out on that TC when he was in a similar sort of position on the map. So that's actually a really good point. So yeah, I probably will ask him actually, TaToH. I'm on some decent terms with him. Not like Zach with all his connections, but I'll probably ask him like, TaToH, that game, buddy. What?
No, I mean, it wasn't like... It wasn't so bad. I mean, he did put up a great fight. I think really the MVP of that game was Slam's gate in front of the castle, because that gate absolutely messed everything up for TaToH. There was no way that Ram Rush was going to work with that gate there. And you saw as soon as the gate went down, he could start to surround the castle a bit. But it was ridiculous just seeing them all trying to pile in between the two gold piles. Yeah.
It's a shame that some of them gave up and decided to attack a mining camp. But I mean, what can you do?
Which didn't even die.
I know, it stayed up. What the hell?
It's still there on fire. Oh, man.
The traffic cone.
Anyway, so Slam will grab that game. That will be his victory. I'll take a quick look at the achievements here as well. Good KD for Slam in the end. Not really many buildings raised, but the buildings that were raised were quite important ones, I guess, with the castle going down in the center for TaToH at the end there. And yeah, I think Slam just took better fights as well.